Nivedita Shukla Verma, Joint Secretary Mr. Mishra, my senior colleague Ajay Sardana, and Mr. Prabdas, dignitaries of the dais, members of the media, all protocols observed. It's a proud privilege for me to deliver the vote of thanks in such a distinguished program. But before I do that, I would like to reiterate few points which has attracted my attention, and I was just taking note of the discussions which were taking place. See, ICC, it's chemicals and petrochemicals is just one sector which we handle, and obviously technology is one area that we handle, but nothing to do with chemicals and petrochemicals. But I was very impressed when Mr. Prabdas said that AI has to be part and parcel of our life in chemicals and petrochemical sector. This is something which I think the Center of Excellences also needs to ponder upon how they can integrate artificial intelligence and machine learning into production of chemicals and petrochemicals. This will certainly enhance the efficiency about which he mentioned. So another one good thing is that Mr. Mishra, our Joint Secretary, mentioned at least we should have the eye contact today, even if we cannot sign the MOU. It is very true. All of you, please, during the breaks, meet with this in the Center of Excellences. This will make our effort successful, because then you will be knowing what exactly they have done. I could clearly understand that it's a very, very distinguished galaxy of people, senior management who are decision makers in their own companies are part of the gathering. So you people meeting those Center of Excellences which actually will take the initiative forward. Madam, it is very, very impressive to know that Government of India, the department, DCPC under your leadership is focusing fully on innovations and technology. This is something which will make us a much more stronger nation. I am part of Chamber for quite some time now. In earlier times, we never saw that bureaucracy is putting so much of stress on the innovation, because without innovation, the country cannot move forward. I'll give you an example. One of my very dear friends is sitting in the dais, Kelvin. So he has brought 250 CEOs from Korea, and they are all in Yashobhumi from yesterday, camping. So Kelvin makes my life miserable most of the time, and he says that I want to sell Korean technology to India. Korea is a superpower. South Korea, he's from. I am not using the word. South Korea. Korea is a superpower, and they want that technology to be adopted by India. So that means the technology has already been used within their country, and now they have gone overseas. If a developed country like Korea can practice such kind of initiatives when they want to bombard Indian industry body chiefs that please help Korean technology get into the Indian companies, why should we go behind? Our Center of Excellences, Krishnaji mentioned that 5 crore tak hum log de rahe. This Center of Excellences are also doing tremendous good work, and it is the duty, it's a patriotic and the national duty of Indian industry to consider adopting that. Kelvin, not Korean, but Indian technology. So, and when you have such kind of a supportive secretary like Madam, who is insisting on academics, that yes, innovation has to happen and industry has to adopt. Then only make in India, designed in India, technology of India, Indian technology, this will become a household name. Once Indian industry adopts, then we can consider going worldwide. Right, simple example I'll give you, ma'am. These SMEs and small companies, SAP, SAP, when they came to India, that was only for large companies who has a larger balance sheet. They were only financially capable to subscribe to SAP. Today, SAP has changed their mindset. Today, SAP, even if your turnover is 3 crore rupees, you can implement SAP. That means they have customized the product, and MSME is a huge segment. So similarly, technology adoption, even small companies, company with a 10 employee can adopt a technology and do the production. Then comes the marketing, hand-holding, etc., export. So this is something, SAP is a live example, where they changed their mindset to cater to MSMEs. So small companies should also, but there cannot be anything around हम लोग तो छोटे हैं, वो तो बड़े companies के लिए only Prabdas ji can do, or an ONGC can do. No, small companies can also adopt. We have members who are into space technology, 5-member company, 5 employees only, but they're doing super research. So we'll be happy to do this kind of small workshops even in MSME clusters, madam, where the actual message, not in any fancy environment, will actually go to the MSME owners, and the language will be Hindi, not in English, so that the message goes in the right spirit. ICC has worked with Commerce Ministry. I'll give you an example in the past where on IPR we went to smallest of clusters in the country and explained them the importance of IPR. It was never done in any 5-star hotels of the country. We have trained UP police. 59 SPs came because the police needs to understand the importance of IPR. We went to clusters of Jalandhar that your copyright can get infringed. So India is not only about cities, it is also important that we go to smaller towns and cities where the chemical industry is operating. उन लोगों के लिए हिम्मत ही नहीं होगा, सोच ही नहीं होगा हम दिल्ली आके एक वर्कशॉप या इतना बड़ा कॉन्फ्रेंस अटेंड करना.
Factories are running and employment is getting created. So whatsoever price they need to sell that material, government is subsidizing it. There are a couple of independent reports available, Green Mental Report, Plastic Money Report, which tells that how much subsidy they are giving to these sectors so that they can create employment. So under this context, India is under great threat from China. So, and the protection Indian petrochemical industry and textile industry had is only 5%, 5 and some products 7.5. So, I would request my colleagues also to share their views, and then I would request finally Mr. Mishra to reply to our requests and take it forward.
The ministry has been very helpful to the industry. They are doing their best for giving necessary recommendation to the finance ministry from time to time. The only one thing which we go on telling ministry, we have certain disadvantages. We do not want any favor from the ministry. We just want to have a level playing field for the industry so that we can survive. Yesterday, like Ajay said, that we had a meeting with finance ministry where we demonstrated that although we have a duty protection of 5%, the factor cost disadvantage on account of various custom duty, taxes which are levied, factor cost works out to almost 11%. So industry might feel that I have got a protection of 5%, but end of the day, you have disadvantage of 11%, 11.1% to be precise. Industry find it negative protection. So I think we need to look into it. I think India is looking forward for becoming, we are second largest in the polyester chain, whether it is PTA, whether it is polyester, or whether it any other product within the value chain. Although we are far behind China as of now. Like China may be having 65 million ton of PTA and India is hardly having 6 to 7 million ton of PTA. But like in textile or in polyester, we have around 6.5 to 7 million ton of production for population of 1.4 billion people. So we are talking about hardly any 4 kg, 4.5 kg per capita consumption. if we want to get close to the world average, if we want to get close to the Chinese level, we need to have large capacity being put within India. Investment in entire value chain. I'm not talking about refinery or getting naphtha, but naphtha complex, whether it is paraxylene, whether it is PTA, whether it is cracker for MEG, or whether it is polyester.